PAS has ended its political ties with Bersatu, raising questions over the future of Perikatan Nasional. Meanwhile, Larut MP Hamzah Zainuddin and his supporters are expected to gather for a conference to chart the direction of his new political platform. All this and more on KiniNews. PAS has decided to terminate its political cooperation with Bersatu, marking a major shift within the opposition bloc. The decision was made at a special meeting last night. In a statement, PAS President Abdul Hadi Awang said the committee had endorsed a decision by the PAS Shura Council last week that the party's policy, legal and public interest considerations on political cooperation must be based on the principle of Ummah unity. He said PAS would also explore a form of political understanding and electoral pact in the interest of Ummah unity in preparation for the state polls and the 16th general election. Hadi added that the party welcomed the intention of academics, professionals, political leaders and activists to join PAS. Relations between PAS and Bersatu have become increasingly strained in recent weeks, with top leaders from both parties openly criticizing one another. Previously, Hadi had accused Bersatu, led by Muhyiddin Yassin, of making unilateral decisions and failing to uphold internal discipline within the coalition. Ties between the two parties reportedly deteriorated following a political maneuver in Perlis last year, which resulted in PAS losing the Menteri Besar post to Bersatu. Bersatu President Muhyiddin Yassin has responded after PAS ended its political cooperation with the party. While expressing regrets, he insisted Bersatu will remain committed to Perikatan Nasional. In a statement today, Muhyiddin said he was disappointed that the cooperation between Bersatu and PAS had been called off. He described the partnership as one built on mutual understanding and shared principles. Despite the split, Muhyiddin stressed that Bersatu remains within Perikatan Nasional. He said Bersatu is a founding member of the coalition and expressed hope that those who share PN's goals will continue to stand by the coalition. Muhyiddin urged Bersatu members and comrades in arms to remain focused on strengthening PN. He also called on party members and leaders at every level to continue to place the interests of the people as their foremost priority and face this latest challenge with even greater resolve. According to Muhyiddin, Bersatu had reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining good relations with PAS within PN as recently as June 7th. However, PAS announced yesterday that it was severing all political ties with the party. Meanwhile, a Bersatu leader has called for Muhyiddin to be reinstated as Perikatan Nasional chairperson. Bersatu Supreme Council member Dr. Afif Bahardin said that at a time like this, PN does not need rhetoric that inflames emotions. Instead, he said the coalition needs a leader who can unite its members, calm the situation, and rebuild its strength based on principles and goals that transcend the interests of any single party. He added that this is why many believe that the time has come for Muhyiddin to return as PN chairperson. Afif stressed that in a political landscape often marked by ego clashes and struggles for influence, Muhyiddin has consistently adopted a moderate, inclusive, and consultative approach. He said as the political landscape shifts, PN once again needs leadership capable of attracting broader public support, not only from core supporters but also from moderate Malays, fence-sitters, young professionals and Malaysians seeking stability. PAS Vice President Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar had been appointed as the coalition's chairperson in February. Previously, Gerakan President Dominic Lau, a staunch ally of Muhyiddin, had appeared to warm to Samsuri as PN chief and had praised the PAS leader. This has been viewed by some as indicating that a realignment within PN away from Bersatu is possible. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Can a coalition remain united when a key partnership within it has come to an end? That question is now in focus after PAS cut political ties with Bersatu, even as leaders from both parties have indicated that they intend to remain within Perikatan Nasional. According to PAS, the decision to cut ties was not driven by sentiment or short-term interests. PAS Information Chief Ahmad Fadli Shari said the move was based on an assessment of whether the partnership could advance what he described as the broader goals of Muslim unity and national political stability. He acknowledged that the decision may not be a popular one, but said it was necessary for the greater good. At the same time, Fadli said the positions of PAS and Bersatu within PN would be managed in accordance with the coalition's nation's constitutional provisions and appropriate channels. He also stated that PAS and Bersatu could no longer remain under the same umbrella following the decision made yesterday. For now, both PAS and Bersatu maintain that they remain within the coalition. Nevertheless, the end of political cooperation between the two parties has raised questions about PN's future structure and the nature of the relationship between its component members. Malacca BN's decision not to call a snap state election has sparked questions about its confidence level. While Chief Minister Abdul Yusof said elections are not necessary yet, recent voting trends may tell a bigger story. BN may be wary of repeating its poor performance in the 2022 general election. Back then, the coalition failed to win any of Malacca's 6 parliamentary seats. If voting patterns remain unchanged, BN could face difficulties retaining power in a fresh state election. A possible factor changing the equation is PAS, which recently ended political cooperation with Bersatu. Political analyst Shahzad Shukri said PAS could be the key for UMNO to pull the trigger on snap polls. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, she said that during the 2021 state election, several factors such as the COVID-19 situation, voter fatigue, and low voter turnout ultimately worked in BN's favor. However, she noted that Pakatan Harapan performed strongly in Malacca during both the 2018 and 2022 parliamentary elections. She said that if UMNO decides to work with PAS, maybe they would feel more secure to at least get the Malay votes. However, Shahzad said if UMNO and PAS contest separately, a split in Malay votes could benefit Pakatan Harapan. Malacca BN appears in no hurry to seek a fresh mandate, but whether PAS works with them or not could change the decision. Read the full analysis at malaysiakini.com. Could Malaysia be about to see another new political party enter the scene? Ahead of the next Dewan Rakyat sitting on June 22nd, Larut MP Hamzah Zainuddin and his supporters are preparing for a gathering in Kelantan. The event is expected to reveal the next steps for his reset movement. According to multiple sources familiar with the matter, more than 1,000 people representing 153 divisions are expected to attend the June 13th Reset Conference in Tanah Merah. However, Tasik Gelugur MP Wan Saiful Wanjan estimated attendance could reach around 10,000 people. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, Wan Saiful said the convention will formally present Reset as a multiracial people's movement. He said the movement aims to ensure the country enjoys shared prosperity in a fair manner and establish humane governance in Malaysia. Wan Saiful said he also expects Hamzah to outline Reset's political direction, including its involvement in a political party. Indra Mahkota MP Saifuddin Abdullah also hinted that an announcement could be made during or shortly after the conference. According to Saifuddin, details about membership in a new party will only be revealed after the party's formation is announced. Hamzah had launched the Reset movement on February 14th alongside supporting MPs and grassroots members. That came a day after he was sacked from Bersatu. At the time, he also signaled his readiness to lead the movement based on a new national consensus. For now, all eyes will be on the Reset Conference. If the hints are accurate, June 13th could mark the next chapter in Hamzah Zainuddin's political journey. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.